harm.
Could I run ads targeting Republicans in primaries saying that they voted for the Green New Deal?
Climate change is real. Simply put, we believe in the Green New Deal.
Folks might be familiar with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez challenging Mark Zuckerberg and asking if she made such an ad, if she could run it, and him saying probably.
Would I be able to run advertisements on Facebook targeting Republicans in primaries saying that they voted for the Green New Deal? I mean, if you're not fact-checking political advertisements, I'm just trying to understand the bounds here. What's fair game?
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. I think
so. You don't know if I'll be able to do that.
I think probably.
This was an interesting opportunity to test that premise that it's okay for politicians to lie.
When Teddy Roosevelt became president, our land, forests, and wildlife had been exploited for more than 100 years. But the consequences of these lost resources had not yet dawned on the public conscience. President Teddy Roosevelt fired the imagination of the American people, shook our nation from its lethargy, and began to rescue the public domain.
Clean air and clean water, the wise use of our land, the protection of wildlife and natural beauty. These are part of the birthright of every American. To guarantee that birthright, we must act, and act decisively. It is literally now or never.
It breaks my heart to see that the conservative movement in America has really abandoned, a century of tradition of support for conservation of the environment.
I'm Senator Graham from South Carolina. I'm here to announce with my colleagues that we care about conservation. We care about the environment. From a Republican point of view, I think we need to look at the science, admit that climate change is real. Simply put, we believe in the Green New Deal.
This should not be a partisan issue.
I'm not a scientist, I have the grades to prove it, but I have really taken this issue to heart.
The ad was taken down by Facebook after about 24 hours, but in that time it went quite viral. And it was clear right from the submission to Facebook that it was not a truthful ad, because clearly, as you said, Senator Graham has not endorsed the Green New Deal.
Sure.
But
you decide, so it gets polled, and then you decide you're going to run for governor because it's okay for politicians, but it's not okay for PACs.
Yeah. My concern is that Donald Trump, who plans a $1 billion campaign led by a campaign manager who is a Facebook expert who purports to run millions of Facebook ads, can use this exemption to manipulate the election very easily, and that there really is no one challenging that. I also challenge the premise that I'm not running to win. People always say, oh, this person's only running for this reason. I think that running against Donald Trump, against misinformation in social media, against Mark Zuckerberg, and talking about how Pacific Gas and Electric Company is one of the biggest benefactors of our current governor is a pretty good way to launch a run for 2022. Now, it also allows me to continue this PR campaign against Facebook by running more false ads. We have multiple politicians, including myself, ready to run more ads after the November 5th election. Imagine what it looks like if we run an ad in Kentucky and these are real Facebook targeting criteria. We could run an ad saying that Mitch McConnell is secretly supportive of impeachment and is just waiting to impeach Donald Trump because he wants more power for himself or he doesn't like Trump. And we run those to the categories of high school education or less.
Are you going to do that?
I'm not going to tip my hand because there's a lot of,
Sounds like you're going to do that.
We'll see.
I'm Senator Graham from South Carolina. I'm here to announce with my colleagues that we care about conservation. We believe in the Green New Deal.